Today, we're going to be designing furniture in Blender. If you clicked on this video randomly, no, I'm not designing furniture in a Blender. I'm designing furniture in Blender, which is a free 3D software. Honestly, not sponsored, I just love it. The reason why I do these videos is to push myself out of my comfort zone, learn new tips and tricks, and try to get better at 3D. So I'm wanting to design some furniture today. I'm thinking a mushroom floor lamp, some comfy chairs, and I'm honestly just going to see where the day takes me and what I create. So let's jump straight into Blender. The first item I'm going to make is one of those half circle chairs that make you feel like a billionaire. I always wanted one of these and nearly bought one a few years ago until I saw how much house space it really took up. I use the cloth modifier on the cushions to give it more of a soft cushiony feel to it. Here I'm going in to do the feet, and honestly, I need to work on my feet. Every time I do this, it looks slightly off. But if you squint when you look at it, it's 100% normal. Anyway, here I am making my first ever cotton shaded texture. I've never done this before. I usually just use wood texture. So I just went in to make that. And how I did it was I used a gradient texture, put that into a color ramp, put that into the base color. And then I used texture coordinates, plugged that into the mapping node, plugged that into the magic texture, and then plugged that into the bump, and then plugged that into the normal of the BSDF. And then boom, we've got cotton texture. Honestly, this is not the best desk chair in the world, but it's the first one. So we're definitely going to get better from here. And I give this chair a 4 out of 10 because I definitely think we can improve it a lot, but she's cute, I'm happy. The second piece of furniture is called a disaster because I just don't know what I was thinking. Firstly, it starts to look like a pool floaty with industrial legs. Secondly, well, there is no secondly. The first point really covers the whole couch. So I tried to add in some cotton texture to it as well, and it just wasn't having it, and I don't actually know why. I did try to apply it so many different times. I don't know if it's because I did the cloth collision to it and I just didn't like the cloth collision, or why it wasn't actually applying it. Looking back, I still have no idea. So I give this couch a 0 out of 10 because it doesn't look like a couch. It's definitely a pool floaty, but let's move on. Alright, the third piece of furniture is a mushroom floor lamp, and you know how much I love mushroom floor lamps. I mean, just look at them. So I started with a circle, then extruded the vertices up and scaled them, and then I repeated this pattern about 10 times before I ended up with this beautiful masterpiece. And honestly, this is the first piece so far that I actually feel like is worth more than $10 dues. I gave the lamp a nice cool pink color and then decreased the roughness so that it looked a little bit more plasticky and shiny. Overall, I think I give this lamp a 7.5 out of 10. I love it. I would put it in my house, and I think it'll look really good in my asset library. So very, very happy with this piece of furniture. So moving on, I am a sucker for bamboo inlaid tables. You know, where the wood is placed around the column and it gives it like this look. I really want it as a coffee table, so here I am trying to make all those dreams come true. So I start out with a cylinder and then bevel every edge going around. Then I extrude along the normals, and then bam, it's the look I'm going for. I then tried to make the tabletop and start to have some trouble with creating the inlay wood look. So I make the decision to just instead have it all smooth because it was too much for my brain to handle. But even with the hiccups in this design, I really love it, and I added in the wood procedural texture, which is honestly the only procedural texture I've ever made. And then boom, she's beautiful. I give her a 10 out of 10, love it, and I would put it in my dream lounge. And I also made it in like this little cute marble color as well, and I love it. This table, beautiful. I then went in to make another coffee table because I want to be rich in coffee tables. I used a plane and then beveled all the edges. Then I went around and selected all the insides of the squares. I don't know why I did this manually, and then used proportional editing to bring the faces down to create some legs. well, if we can really cool these legs, to be honest. I think I got lazy and just decided to do glass top for the table, so it was just really simple and easy to do. I think this kind of looks like a year 1 architecture student's innovative way to have a coffee table, but I give it an 8 out of 10. I like it, I think it's cute, and I use lots of cool different techniques to make this come to life, so quite happy with this. So this is where it gets good. I get inspiration to design a sectional couch. I love this couch so much, and I might just let you watch me create it. No voiceover, just lovely background music. I hope you enjoyed that. I love how this turned out, and honestly, it gets a 10 out of 10. It's just perfect. You can't tell me otherwise. I want to build it. I want to put it in my house. She's beautiful. So the couch gave me a bunch of inspiration to make an armchair, and honestly, it's beautiful. So I start out with a plane and just start extruding it around to make the leg shape. Then I select all the extruded legs, add in a subdivision modifier, and boom, we've got 2 legs. Using the plane, I continue to make the structure of the chair. Oh, and here I am using the cloth modifier again to make the cushions look more cushion-like. And then yeah, I just went in to texturize it. I love this chair so much, and I actually made it in a second color. So this chair gets a 10 out of 10. I'm really happy with my improvement of making the furniture, and like this is the end product of it. So just overall very, very happy. So after all of that, let me show you this 5-second animation that I made of my favorite pieces. I'm really happy with what we made today. Some of the pieces were quite hard, and I feel like at the start of the day it took me a long time to like warm up to actually make something that I was proud of, but I'm really happy with what we made. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, but thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will now see you in the next video.